We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 38. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number?
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better too.
Now Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play in the football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a shift that he wants to right quickly. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. The Broncos had 10-3 on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
This pass caught by Hamler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. The 40. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Now Murray off play action. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Prater's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect. And he executed so well.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray giving to Connor on the option. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Arizona.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
36 pounds.
Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. They go play action with Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Slot man moves right. Murray to run again, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Andy Lee as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. "35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
14. 19.
Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy. Great effort there. 27 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Connor up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The drive from here on is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9. So probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? But wait till you hit the 2-minute warning. So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with career touchdown number 60. And the Cards use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will start with counter, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 178 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's counter, and not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the gun, a give to counter. And tough going there, as he'll only get it up to about the 31. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cards, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr, to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not a ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we're lit. Grrr.
Like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me, ever said I gotta beat it down. Tell me yo when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. the party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no top, cause I be really at my